We also do a lot of that. I'll give you an example. There are days when the market goes absolutely nuts. The market will go up 3% in a day. As I explained, it does about 0.5% or 1% a day, and if the guys are highly leveraged, and the market suddenly goes 3 or 4% up in a matter of 24, 48 hours, you're going to have a lot of customers who, the shit hit the fan. Let's put it that way. They're in trouble. They lost a lot more than a couple bucks here, maybe a few $1,000s, even more. As we say in poker, they're steaming. In Forex, we just say they're screwed. So, as a customer who just lost a lot of money, we actually go out and call them, just tell them don't trade. Believe it or not, we tell them don't trade. Get off the saddle for 15 minutes, chill out, go get a cup of coffee, go to the beach, do whatever you can just to cool yourself off. Come back a little later and do a really small trade, just to get back on. And it generally keeps, again, the customers safe. And from the affiliate's perspective, that's a great thing for you. It's less profitable for us than it is for you, in my opinion, because another trade of 10,000 is just going to bring me another $1 or $2. It's not really that important. But the fact that that trader is going to keep trading now for the next 2 or 3 months, 4 months, steadily and quietly, that means more revenues for you guys, and that's really important to us to keep the ball going. Let's talk a little bit about the way the customer becomes a customer. That path to conversion. What actually is required of you as a Forex affiliate? I mean, don't forget, the internet is the internet. It's the same thing in every market. There's no real difference between Forex, poker, retail items. They're all the same. A guy goes in, he searches. From my perspective, when I went into poker, I searched. I looked for what's available out there. I saw what's available. I didn't find very much, but I don't find very much in Forex either. So it's not like that difference. Again, there isn't that difference, but that journey that he takes is, one and the same. There's no difference. So he's going to search. Forex is a long tail business, but doesn't mean that the short tail doesn't convert. It just means that it's a lot wider. Someone searching for Forex, yes, he's looking for Forex. He's not looking to change. He's looking to play Forex, but he could be looking for a lot of different things within that world. So Forex becomes a long tail business really quickly from the effective side of the affiliate. And in addition, he doesn't just visit one site. We see this on ourselves because we've been around for about 3 years now with our affiliate program. So we have a decent amount of affiliates out there that are already working with us. So we actually see that that path he takes from affiliate to affiliate even. And it's pretty incredible the amount of sites that some of these visitors visit before actually saying, okay, I'm going to plunk down $100 or $200 or more on a Forex program, whether it be ours or someone else's. So it's really important to know that path, to know that phenomenon exists. It's not that this guy's just going to see a banner, click, convert, move on. Downloads are huge. I mean, it's really important to understand that most traders are not going to trade before they actually see the platform. It's the same again with most things out there. I'm not inventing the wheel here, but you have to understand that path that you lead that customer to on that website has got to lead to a download. He's got to have that. He's got to have that system on his computer so that we can get his money and make some money on our own. Otherwise, we've done nothing. And eventually, after he checks out a couple demos, he's going to decide what he likes. Now, for the most part, the demo is a critical stage. He's either going to love it and want to trade, or he's going to go somewhere else. So it's important, again, and I'll explain this a little later, that your website dedicates a few minutes of his time, of the reader's time, to explain to him what to expect from that demo, what he can and cannot do. Too many websites are out there not doing this. The last thing is obviously the conversion. Eventually, if all this path leads to a good decision and you land on the right broker, and you're pushing the right broker as an affiliate, you're going to see a conversion, and hopefully in single digits, which is our target. But it's really important from our perspective as a broker to rely on some level on affiliates to really streamline this process. It's all too often that the websites that we see that affiliates put up, they're really well conceived, they're well executed even in terms of UI, et cetera, but the actual content there, it's a little lacking a lot of times. sometimes because, fortunately, affiliates haven't taken the time to really go out, understand what Forex is, which, as you've seen, doesn't really take that much to understand. You know, buy, sell. It's a pretty simple concept. You have to understand what's going on behind that, and at the end of the day, if you teach them how to trade, you tell them about the brokers you're pushing. You show them what you show your customer how to download. You show your customer how to open the account. Also, it seems so obvious, but it's not being done by at least 7 out of 10 brokers, affiliates. Sorry. By the time he gets to the broker, he may be confused already. He doesn't even know where he's landed a lot of times. Set him up to help him understand the process. And what you have to understand is, you can do a lot of the simple stuff that's already out there. The stuff that's already out there is, the news feeds, the alerts, explanations how to trade more, different strategies out there. This is stuff that's, it's out there already. This is not what I mean by digging deep. This is already available. You're going to do this, you're going to just be another site, which is fine. If you're really clever with SEO, you'll be number 4 in Forex. You'll see 20,000 users a month. But it's not enough. It's not enough in Forex. I'm sorry, it's just not. And it saddens me. And before you stampede out the room and say, oh, then this isn't for me, just think about the bigger picture here. It's beyond just getting to number 3 in Forex. Because if you can get to number 3, because you are clever with SEO, and I'm sure a number of you are, and you just take another 5 minutes and you put a little bit more into your website beyond just, the news feeds, the alerts, etc., which is, again, you can just parse that stuff, you can RSS it, you can do whatever you want. We all know the tricks of the game, that's fine. But it's not enough to keep your reader there. And the visitor that's come to your website and just see this stuff, he may convert. He may convert. I'm not going to say he's not. But, Forex is not an instant converter. It's not just, boom, he's in. It takes a little bit of, coaxing. You gotta, pet your customer in. You gotta lead him in, and then kick him in the butt when he's just about there. You gotta make sure you go for the kill. And we rely on the affiliates greatly there, and our successful affiliates are doing that. But because we come from this standpoint that Forex is not exactly an instant converter, and he's downloading all those demos and he's checking everybody out, and there is competition, well then, utilize that. Exploit the fact that you already know that he's going to go through that process. Make sure your website has a little bit more added value to that end user than just a news feed and some RSS feeds. Get some original content out there. We know plenty of our affiliates who develop blogs, exactly from the point of view that you guys are sitting in now, in my opinion. They knew nothing about Forex. They decided, hey, what the hell? I'll build a blog and just take my customers and my readers from the poker world and explain to them my foray into Forex. And there's already a few of those out there, some better than others, but it's still open. It's still available to them. So I would recommend anything original is good here. It's also good from an SEO perspective, but it's definitely also good from the standpoint of your, don't forget bounce rates. You don't want them high. You want your ROI high. So make sure that you got original content there. Make sure you get some anecdotes from real traders or something like that. Interview with Forex-related personalities. This stuff is easy to get. It's free. It takes almost no time. It just takes a little bit of effort. Agreed? It takes a little bit of effort, but it's the better you equip that end user to come onto my website and convert, well, the more money you're going to make. If you're just going to give me some banners on a website with some parsed information from some other website, not giving credit for it, and you know how to play the tricks of the game in terms of SEO, yes, you're going to appear great. You're going to appear very high up in terms of Google, but it may not convert. It may convert in another couple of years when this thing is massive on a wider scale, but as it is now, and from your perspective, this seems like an untested market, well, I would definitely suggest providing more and going with things like commodities, which you're going to make more money on initially, and that's going to help break that that pain threshold of cost and get ROI up as fast as humanly possible.